Carolina, and Shaughnessy wanted to see the first ever ice sculpting event in Maggie Valley, and I'm excited. And so that's what we're doing here. I don't even know what to say about this. We've never been to anything like this, so we're just going to check it out. Thought we would be one of the only few people here, but that's obviously not the case.
The lines are wrapping my way over that way.
Yes, it is. It goes up around the vehicles, all the way over there.
What's the first saver? Saber's gotta come see what it is.
Yes. So here we are, Maggie Valley, North Carolina. Ice sculpting event. I have no idea what we're going to see when we get up there. I've never seen this many people in Maggie Valley before. I don't even know what to say. Maggie Valley's never had this many people in it in history, I don't think. Okay, we're inside now. We waited in a tremendously long line for not really a long time. It moved pretty quickly. This is not the day for an ice sculpturing event.
Oh, we do just get your picture. I just want to see.
Here's our first display. It's already melting. It's a little warmer than it should be in January. Folks, we just had a kind of a thrill. The gentleman over there with the green toboggan with his back to us. That is the now famous Zeb Ross from J Creek Cloggers. If you may have seen the video with him on stage in front of thousands of people with Peyton Manning and I think Bryan, the country singer. If not, look it up. We saw him at Darnell Farms. If you check out our video from last August from Darnell Farms, the day we went for the festival, he was on stage clogging.
Yeah.
And I remember recording him because he was so good at it. And at that time, I had never seen him or heard of him, but then he appeared with Peyton Manning on stage in front of thousands of people. Our son has become a fan of him, and he's actually going to be in Gatlinburg in March. Our son's going to go just to see him, and we're walking right behind him, and I looked and said, I think that's Zeb Ross. And sure enough, it was. I finally got up the nerve to ask him, but look up Zeb Ross, J Creek Cloggers. You talk about a guy with a talent now, that guy's talented.
And his wife dances too, she says, clog and stuff with him.
That was kind of a thrill running into Zeb, I tell you what. That kind of made it worth it coming out here. Gigantic snowflake. Alright, here we got an ice slide.
I wonder what age limit that is.
I don't know, you want to do it?
No.
Going up there. Alright, we'll watch this young lady here come down the ice slide. Oh, they actually have ice beanbag pots. Alright, some of the food trucks, they got J&T's, Wicked Smash Burgers and stuff there. Over here they got pulled pork if you want barbecue. Appalachian smoked barbecue is what it's called. And you got Takara Mexican tacos. And of course a snow cone truck.
Have to have that at ice cream.
Yeah. Catalucci ski area. There's a skier. Over here on the stage, they're doing a little bit of sculpting. Let's walk over that. You got various little tents here. I don't know what that is. Is that like soaps and lotions? Goat milk soap and lotions, I guess. It's kind of like a little festival. That's like stained glass artwork.
Stay with me. The brand. Hand knitted stuff.
It ain't gonna snow today. I think maybe middle of next week there might be some, but not today. Here's something we absolutely don't need after the Amish market.
It caught our eye quickly.
Yeah, it caught our eye. We're just going to feature it in the video.
Chocolate strawberry Danish.
We're not going to be getting anything else sweet. We don't need anything else sweet. Chocolate strawberry Danish, where do you see that? Oh, second right there.
Yeah, apple turnovers. Let's see what they got.
Yes, and that's little dog treats.
Oh my God.
Just to give you an idea how many people's here today, it's thousands. I was not expecting this kind of turnout. What kind is that?
Oh, that's a
And one final tent we'll show you here, the fudge tent. Blueberry cheesecake fudge. Does that not sound good? Well, we ain't getting all of it. Now right here, this is called Create a Cutie. That's where Chauncey found me. Yeah, she went to one of them tents 30 years ago almost. One final thing, this is the s'mores area. I guess you get, I don't know if that's coffee, I guess it's hot chocolate. I see a Swiss Miss container. But right here, we got a little s'mores area. With a little fire and you roast your marshmallows. I'm guessing when they planned this, they were anticipating a colder day. Okay, well, just finished up at the Maggie Valley ice sculpting event, I guess is what it's called. This is interesting. This is a new one for us. So,
it's a first ever here.
Yeah, and a lot of people came out to see it, a lot more than I thought.
It started at what, 3?
3.
It's 3:59 now, and there is still a
lot of people just getting here. So give your thoughts of it.
Well, I thought it was pretty neat to come see. Didn't know really what to expect besides just, you know, the description that they gave. So we did get to see some sculptures that were already made. Sad, some of them were already starting to melt. We did get to see a stage where they were carving. We had already eaten and have plenty of snacks and stuff to go home on, so we didn't eat anything, but they had plenty to choose from. And then, of course, we got to see someone pretty neat. You know, we got to see Zeb Ross, the guy who is clogging everywhere now. So we got to meet him and his wife. So that was pretty neat to see.
Now, if y'all don't know who Zeb is, and that actually made it worth stopping, because you ask her, I've kind of had a negative attitude about this the whole day. Just kind of tired, wanting to get home. But she wanted to do this, so we did. But Zeb Ross is a guy that we saw completely by accident, had no idea who he was. When we went up to Darnell Farms, our first visit last August, that video is in 2 parts. It's our evening visit, and then we liked it so well, we went back the next day to get another round of Dream Whip. And the next day it was jam-packed, and they were having some kind of festival. And if you'll go to the part of the video where I'm recording some cloggers, you'll see a tall guy in a red shirt. And he was very talented, very talented. And it caught my eye, just had the moves, that guy. And I don't think I said on the video, but I made a comment. I said, if I tried to kick my leg up like that, you'd hear something snap, and I just collapse onto the stage, you know. But he was just very, very talented in what he did. So,
and he always looks so happy. He's always smiling.
Always smiling. So we left, didn't really think any more about him, and then we followed the Darnell Farms Facebook page. So they posted a video here a couple of months back. It says, look who it is. So clicked on it, and it showed Zeb dancing, but this time he's in front of thousands of people, and he's on stage with Peyton Manning and Bryan. I think is who it was. Maybe mistaken on that.
It was some huge event. I don't know what
just
it
look
was.
up Zeb Ross and Peyton Manning, and it'll come up. And he's clogging the Rocky Top, and you don't believe the talent this guy has.
Yeah, he's good.
So since that time, he's kind of become very famous and very recognizable. Our son came across that video, and he was telling us about Zeb. I said, oh yeah, we go way back with Zeb. We met him last summer, you know. So he's like, where did y'all see him at? So we're walking through here today, and we see a guy. He's wearing a green toboggan. I said, I think that's Zeb Ross. Wasn't sure, and didn't want to ask him at first. So we're sitting here looking him up on Facebook, trying to see what his wife looks like, to see if it was the woman he was walking with. And she never could find him. He is on Facebook, but she couldn't find him. So I finally just tapped him on the arm. I said, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you. I said, are you a clogger? He goes, yes, sir. I said, you're Zeb Ross. He said, yes, sir. So real exceptionally nice guy. Took pictures with us. We told him our son was a big fan and was going to be coming to Gatlinburg to see him in March. And he gave me his card, and, you know, just like we'd known him a long time, you know. But very down-to-earth guy. But you need to look up Zeb Ross. You want to see somebody can clog? you won't believe how good that guy is. But we happened to run into him today. So
so we'll definitely insert a picture here. And you'll have to look at our Facebook, because I'm going to post it there,
I'm definitely going to put a picture. But yeah, that's what made it fun for me, was running into Zeb.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah, and honestly, watching them take those chainsaws to those sculptures up there, they got a lot more time and patience than I've got.
It's talent, for sure.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, when you watch this video, I'm going to mute that clip and put my own music over it. I'm going to have to, because they were blaring radio station rock and roll music. And something y'all may not realize if you don't do YouTube videos, YouTube, it's almost like they look for an excuse to give you a copyright infringement. And that means if we're in a restaurant, if they're playing music over the restaurant's loudspeakers, YouTube will think we put the music on there and that we're using somebody's copyrighted music, and we're not. It's just playing. And that was the case today, but it was playing so loudly, I think we're going to have to mute over that. But it was something watching those guys. They got a lot more time and patience than I've got. And I told her, they got the guys up in Gatlinburg that do that with chainsaws with wood sculptures. I can see doing it with wood, because then you got something you can keep, but all that time and effort for something's going to melt.
Yeah.
You know, but they're talented.
They are.
I mean, artists, that's what they are. Just the detail that goes into that. So I was impressed with that, honestly. But other than that,
I'm glad we came. I'm glad we did. Yeah, and like I said, still people coming. This is a lot of people.
I thought there might be some other YouTube people out there too. We didn't see anybody.
Yeah.
So
maybe later tonight they'll come.
Maybe we'll have the only video here today. We'll see. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I know this is a little different, but we thought it was worth seeing.
Yeah.
So like and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and
find us on Facebook.
And have a blessed day. Folks, I don't normally do an add-on after we do our closeout, but y'all got to see this. We're now about 3 miles from the ice sculpting grounds, and all I can say is I'm glad I'm on this side of the road, not that side. These are the people still waiting to get in, and this is like 3 miles of this so far. And I don't know how much longer it goes back, but she heard a guy, what did you say he said?
It was somebody that was working the event as we were walking out. I heard him say, you know, we were planning on, you know, a couple thousand people for the event. He said, I didn't think we'd have, you know, several thousand people in line when it started.
Yeah,
so.
I think he meant a couple thousand for the whole day.
Yeah.
It goes to what, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, and it's just a little after 4.
Yeah, and this is unbelievable.
I wish it was colder for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no way you could plan ahead of time and know it's going to be 50 degrees. It usually don't get that warm here in Maggie Valley in the winter, but looks like we're finally maybe coming to the end of it now. So that's a good 3.5, 4 miles south of the grounds.
Yeah.
Where the sculptor
There's
festival's
still a lot
at.
of traffic coming.
Yeah, there is. Never seen this many people in Maggie Valley before.